Hey darlings, we come to you from a totally different location today. We're coming to you from my kitchen because I have the day off. I had a bunch of holidays saved up because I'm a terrible American. Even after a dozen plus years of living in the UK, I never take all of my accrued annual leave. So I've basically taken every Friday in June off this month for a little Summer Fridays agenda, and it's been fantastic. But that means Jeff is upstairs working from the office, and I'm working from the kitchen table. So you get another nice view into our new location. I'd actually filmed but not edited a couple of videos that were more politically timely this month, but I didn't edit them and then publish them in good enough time to actually get them out. So life goes on. We are just going to hit the skids and get back into the swing of things of filming this month. So I thought, since we were 6 months into 2025 and I need to clear out some space in my house, that we are going to do a mid-year empties roundup. Normally I do this once a year at the end of the year. But yeah, gotta clear out some space in my closet, and I have a lot of trash to talk about. So, in the spirit of doing things differently, let's go through some of the garbage that I've gone through so far this year. Alrighty, we are going to start in the category of skincare, and I am delighted to say I've gone through 2 SPF products. These are old favorites, old standbys. One is the Ultraviolet Supreme Cream. My dog calls. Dizzy, come inside. Little menace. All right, 2 old favorites. One is the Thank You Farmer Sun Protect Water Sun Cream. Old standby, old favorite. Have hooked so many friends on this. Pretty sure I have another one already ready to go upstairs in the bathroom. Gorgeous product, love it, will absolutely repurchase. And Ultraviolet SPF 50 Supreme Screen Hydrating Facial Sunscreen. This is in a deluxe size. Gorgeous product. Apparently there's been some kind of kerfuffle in the SPF community. What even is that? Of late, but I love Ultraviolet, been using it for years, have recommended it to many people, and will continue to use it until I have good scientific, non-social media beef-backed evidence that I shouldn't. So, used up. In the world of moisturizers, again, an old favorite, Skin Rocks The Moisturizer. Got through another tube of this. It's beautiful. I've started another one. Love it. Have actually recommended it to a lovely friend of mine, Callie, who's now using it and loving it. I've been through so many tubes of this, and I'm sure I will continue to use it for the foreseeable future. It's gorgeous. Now, this is an important one. This is the Dew Instant Angel Lipid Rich Facial Moisturizer. Now, there's a story behind this one. I picked this one up in New York when I went to go visit my best friend X a few months ago, and she, darling, sweet angel that she is, actually came by with her lovely husband last month to come visit us, and she brought me a stock up of this because I can't currently get it in the UK. She also brought me some Crown Affair hair care products, also unfindable in the UK at the moment. And basically, she is my drug mule for products that I can't get on this side of the Atlantic yet. So she bought me another one of these, which I'm so excited about because this is a beautiful hydrating cream, which I was delighted to use. And will be delighted to use again once I get through my current tube of Skin Rocks moisturizer, which I've already got on the go. This is, I think, a mini that I picked up at Boots or something like that. It's the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base, which is a moisturizer primer combo. I think I just wanted to try this product, which is why I picked it up in a sample-ish sort of size. It works really, really well. I liked it. I'm not sure I would repurchase it because I have so many other products that do the same thing, but it was a really lovely moisturizing, hydrating, priming base. So it's a standby and a cult classic for a reason. I see why people love it. Maybe I'll purchase it again in the future, but was happy to use it, was happy to use it up. A bit of a weird one. I've talked before that I mostly use my husband's deodorant, and this year is no different. He's got me switched on the ACT deodorant balm. I love it. It's fantastic. We've been through multiple tubes. This is another item that we share. We both prefer the scent After Thunder, which is cedar, eucalyptus, and bitter orange. Fantastic. I'm sure we've gone through more than one of these. This is just the one that I saved to show you guys in the bin. Yeah, it's fantastic. Really recommend this brand. It works really, really well. I actually prefer it to most deodorants that I can buy at Boots or the chemists or anything like that. I'm not an overly sweaty person, but it is high summer, and I think we can all agree that we should take what we can get. And when you find a good product that works and smells good and makes you feel luxurious, the triple threat. And then as far as treatments go, I have two, and both of them are for fighting pigmentation and melasma, which is the eternal battle that I fight. One is the Topical's Faded Brightening and Clearing Solution, Serum, not solution. This was something that I wanted to try for a long time. It's got a lot of products or ingredients in it that I really like, tranexamic acid and niacinamide. I liked it. It was very, very easy to use. It didn't irritate my skin too much, and I believe that I saw a little bit of brightness with consistent use. So it's definitely something that I'm willing to look at again in the future. However, Saatchi States of Skin, the Trifala, I never get this right, Trifala Pigmentation Corrector. I have been through multiple of these. This is one of the most effective products I've ever used in helping to lighten dark spots and melasma. My dark spots come from sun damage and from picking or hyperpigmentation post spots and blemishes or hormonal kind of hyperpigmentation. This is the best brightening corrector that I have tried. It takes consistent use, but any product that says otherwise is absolutely lying to you. I've been through a couple of, what is this? This is not a tube, jar, decanter, I don't know. I've been through a couple things of this, and I have another one on the way at the moment. I really love it and can personally really recommend this. You have to use it consistently, you have to use it properly, you have to use SPF to protect your skin barrier whilst you're using it. But if you want to correct any overpigmentation in certain areas, this is a good one. Let's stick with skincare and let's talk cleansers. This is the Wild Source Cleansing Melt. It's a cleansing balm. This was one of my beloved advent calendar beauty items. It's fantastic, really liked it. Don't think I would purchase a full-size one though, because I also tried the Skin Rocks Cleansing Balm. Now, I don't know how to feel about this product, which is such a weird thing to say. Some days I loved it. I thought it got everything off. I really enjoyed the experience. It broke everything down. The way you use a cleansing balm is you scoop it out and you rub it into your face as is. You use the massage functions of your hands to break down the makeup, the SPF, whatever it is you're wearing. And then typically you use water to then turn the balm into a sort of cleansing milk. Carolyn Hirons, the owner of the Skin Rocks Balm, says, or brand, God, I can't speak today, what is going on? Very publicly says that this is not designed to emulsify. And I like an emulsifying balm. I think still the Pharmacy Green Clean cleansing balm is my favorite. It's my go-to. It breaks everything down. I like the experience of rubbing the balm on my skin to turn it into this, not greasy, but this emollient sort of paste on my skin that then breaks down into an oil, and then when I add water, it turns into a milky sort of cleanser. Everything washes off. It takes everything off. This was a little bit harder to work with, and I think it's because it doesn't emulsify in the same way. Now, I use air quotes because I find that it did emulsify. It does turn from, admittedly, beautifully scented, again, not gel, but balm, into something more, not oil-like, but oily. And then the way that you remove it, instead of turning it totally into a milk with a liquid, you do use water, and it does sort of break down a little bit, but then you wipe it off your face with a muslin or a cloth. And again, I'm so mixed on this. Some days it got everything off, and I thought it was gorgeous, and I loved it. I love the scent. I love the fact that I had to, massage my face to get it off. But other days I felt it was just too hard to work with compared to something like the Pharmacy Green Clean, which is my favorite. It's my favorite cleansing balm. So as much as I liked this product, some of the time, I don't feel like I can justify repurchasing it. I'm going to get through the backlog of Pharmacy Green Clean that I have in my bathroom cabinets. It was a good product, though, in the sense that it got everything off, and I sometimes enjoyed using it. I don't know. I'm so torn on this. I'm so torn because Carolyn Hirons was very much one of the OG people who advocated for cleansing balms when they had fallen out of favor in the beauty industry or beauty kind of commentary community. And the woman knows what she's doing. God knows I love a lot of her products. I continue to buy from them, but I think I like other balm cleansers better. So as beautiful as it smells, as effective as it is, and as much as I liked it at least 50% of the time, I'm not sure I'm going to be repurchasing this in the near future. I think I've said this before. Another Skin Rocks cleanser, the cream cleanser. God, why am I so torn on Carolyn Hirons? I actually really love this. This is a beautiful morning cleanse. And now that it's come out in the larger sizes, I can justify it better. It's a better use of my money. It's a better return on my spend. I really do like this. It's a lovely cream cleanser. But when it first came out, it was about half the size. I felt it was too expensive for what it was. But yeah, with the larger size, I feel like I can justify it. I do enjoy it as a first cleanse or a shower cleanse when I have nothing else on my face. I find that it doesn't take off a full face of makeup at the end of the day. But for a weekend, for a morning cleanse, for just waking up, it is beautiful. It's a lovely experience. Again, I really like the fragrance version. It smells lovely. So if you have money to spend on your skincare routine, this is a lovely thing to buy for yourself. I can recommend it. I know it's expensive, however, so there are other items that you could buy probably for a better price point, but I did like it, so I've come around. Sorry. Speaking of brands that I love, the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Enhancing Treatment Cleanser. This is a fascinating product. This is more of, instead of a balm cleanser, it's more of a gel to milk cleanser. And it's much more like the Pharmacy Green Clean in the sense that it starts as a gel, you massage it onto your face, and then you emulsify it with water and it takes everything off. And it does. It got everything off. I like using this product, and I liked it more probably than the Carolyn Hirons Balm Cleanser. It's just a little bit pricey for what it is. So as nice of a product as it is, and as much as I love the Lisa Eldridge brand, she and Victoria Beckham very much take up the majority of the real estate in my beauty routine. I don't think I'll be repurchasing this. I loved using it. I enjoyed the experience, but I'll stick with my Pharmacy Green Clean. Let's move on to body care. So in the world of shower, I used up another L'Occitane Provence Huile de Douche shower oil. which is their cult classic almond oil showering oil. This is gorgeous stuff. I really like it. It's a little bit bougie, but if you're not going to love taking a shower, which is something we do all every day, what's the point? It's lovely. Really like it. We'll probably purchase it again in the future, especially if I can get it in this large size. The other body wash that I've used up in the first half of the year is Necessaire Eau de Balm. Necessaire came out originally with just the fragrance-free and the eucalyptus scents, both of which are fantastic in different product types, but I do like that they've expanded into different scents. I've used this one up, obviously. I'm currently using another one in Santal, and I've bought a body lotion in the Santal because I do love the Necessaire brand as a body care brand. So this was fantastic. It has a gorgeous scent, a little bit more androgynous or even masculine, which again, I tend to like. But if you want a really lovely self-care kind of moment, in the capitalist sense, Necessaire is a fantastic brand to spend a little bit of extra money on, but you get bang for your buck. Speaking of Necessaire, I've used up an entire tube of the hand cream. Now, longtime viewers know I am not a hand cream girly, and it's to my detriment. My nails are shocking. My nail beds are shocking. My hands are shocking. I am terrible at using hand cream because I don't like the feeling of cream on my hands, and I never have. It's a weird thing with me. I can't explain it, and yet I've been through more than one of these in my time. And so here I am. I've used up another one. I use the fragrance-free version. It is as little muss and fuss as a hand cream hater like me can get, and for that reason I will probably purchase it again in the future, especially in the winter months when I tend to get beat up for going outside not wearing my gloves. This is an area where I know I need to improve. I bite my nails when I'm highly stressed. I don't take care of my hands the way that I need to, so I need to wear it, and I don't love it. It's good for me, but I don't love it, which could sum up a lot of aspects of my idea of health and wellness and self-care, but there we are. And a bit of an odd one, this is the Glacé After Balm Moisture Barrier Cream. This is a heavy-duty kind of balm cream. Balm is very much the word. I would use this right out of the shower in the winter months to lock in moisture as quickly as possible, particularly on things like knees, elbows, rib area, anything that gets a lot of rub or chafing or a lot of wear and tear. This was fantastic. The only thing that I don't like about it is how small it is. It is 50 milliliters, so not a huge amount of space. It does go a long time though for its size, because it is a balm. It's a much thicker consistency. So I definitely think I got my money's worth out of it, but I also know that I could buy other products for cheaper that would deliver a similar result. I don't necessarily need to spend this kind of money just for the brand name, but it is cute and I did like it, so fair enough. Now, let's stick with the shower, shall we? Or at least the cleansing aspect. So, Davines, I have no idea how to pronounce this, but I recently discovered the Oi, again, I don't know, this particular line, which is very good for fine hair. I tend to, oh God, guys, I hate doing my hair. I hate it. If I had infinite fuck you money, I would literally pay a glam squad to come to my house a couple of times a week just to wash and do my hair for me, because I hate it so much. I'm so naturally lazy in that respect. I don't know what it is about me. You would think that as I near 40 that I'd be much better about this, but I'm not. All of which is to say, I tend to buy really large shampoo and conditioner bottles. I currently have a couple from Kiehl's on the go. They last me months at a time, and it takes me a bit longer to get through most hair products. I'm not as good at doing my hair as I should. I'm lucky I can get away with that. I can air dry it. Particularly this summer, I'm really leaning into that air drying aspect of things. And there are a few brands who I'm sure we're going to see 6 months from now that I've used up lots of products for that are helping me do that. But when it comes to fine hair that helps manage the frizziness of all my baby hairs, that helps with fine hair, I have really liked this brand and this line in particular. So the fact that I got through a conditioner and a shampoo in the first 6 months of the year while I still have these massive things of keels going on behind me is not insignificant. So I really liked these. I have other products from this line and this brand on the go at the moment, which again I expect we will see in 6 months from now, but I will probably be buying from this in the future. I just honestly need to be better and more disciplined about my hair generally before I can justify spending this kind of sustained brand money in the future. But one of those brands that I love, JVN, Jonathan Van Ness, the man has not led me astray. I love his products. I've used a ton of them. I have a few of them that did not quite make it into this empties bit, but because they're down to the dregs, but they're not fully empty yet. This is a travel sized or smaller sized version of his intense hydration mask, which you can use as an alternative to conditioner once a week effectively. I loved it. It was really effective. I really like it. I love pretty much everything from this brand that I've tried. For a while there, I think there was some kind of production issue. I think the owner company went through some kind of, I don't know, capitalism is a plague. So some kind of ownership issue, which delayed production for a while, but it's back, it's up, it's running. I can get it again, which I'm delighted for. I will probably buy something like this in the future, if not this product, but I was delighted to try it in a smaller batch and can recommend almost everything from this line and have recommended it to many friends in the past. Sticking with hair, this is a bit of a weird one for me. So this brand is called Shampoo, I don't know. And its standout cult product is the Pita Growth Serum. Now, why did I get this? I have been, as I've hinted at on a bit of a health roller coaster for the last few years. I've gained a huge amount of weight. I've lost a huge amount of weight. I've had clashes of medications which have affected my metabolism and my body in different ways. And after a period of intense and very rapid weight loss due to switching medications, I lost a ton of hair, and it was really, really stressing me. Number one, it was gross. I had just tons of stuff living in the drain in the bathroom, which my husband loves to nag me about. And number two, I was also getting regrowth, so I had the white girl mini fro of just baby hairs everywhere. And I have naturally very thin hair anyway, so even though I've got a lot of it, it doesn't make for, a good thick ponytail. So I thought I would try this. It's designed to stimulate growth. I have no idea how seriously to take these kind of claims. I'm not a dermatologist. I'm not someone who would ever purport to be. But anecdotally, I do think that this helped re-stimulate some hair growth for me. The reason I think that, though, is that I used it consistently as instructed. So basically, every day, dropped it into my hair in strips, rubbed it into my scalp, combed it through, and styled it as usual. But again, I used it consistently, and I also used it and a follow-up bottle, which is currently in my bathroom cabinet, again, as instructed. And as with all things skincare, I think that using something consistently really, really matters. So the fact that I have used this for a couple of months now, straight, consistently, I do think I'm starting to see some hair regrowth. I want to finish my second bottle before I positively lock in that statement, but as a first past the post sort of thing, I think this is working for me, and I will report back in the future if that is the case. This is a bit of a weird one. Japonesque solid brush cleanser. Clean your makeup brushes, people. It matters. And now, the fun stuff. Let's talk makeup. Most consistently, mascara. My old standby, Maybelline Full and Soft. I love this. I get a tube every time I go back to the States. I got one when we went back last year. I think when I went to go to the States for, it must have been for X's birthday last summer. Must have been. Used this up, loved it. Will continue to buy it whenever I'm back in the States. Unfindable in the UK, unfortunately, but I really, really love it. That being said, the Lisa Eldridge Kitten Lash is fantastic. I love a tubing mascara. I just do. This is so good. It's so good. And it is so good that I have another one on the go. She recently came out in another color for this. This one is in the original black, but she also came up with a brown mascara version. I think the shade is called Burnt Umber, which is lovely, and is really nice for summer in particular. I will continue to use and buy this when I can't get a hold of that Maybelline because it is really, really good. It's a branded mascara, so it's a little bit more expensive, but if you use things like points at Space NK or Cult Beauty, or whatever the equivalent is, or Sephora, I think it's at in the States, I could be wrong on that one, it's a great way to get it for cheaper. And whenever I have a bunch of points saved up that I need to use, that's the thing to spend it on, because I go through mascara once every 3 months religiously. What else have I got? In the world of face, I have two kind of stick products. This one is the Nude Sticks Nudies Matte in the shade Sunkissed. This was part of a multi-piece set, so it's just exactly what it says on the tin. It's the stick makeup, which can be used on eyes, lips, and cheeks. I used it entirely on my cheeks. Used it up, as you can see. Beautiful little product, really, really good for on the go. I loved that it was a travel sized, was happy to use it up. Similarly, Victoria Beckham, her contour stylist in Travertine. This is an interesting product because most of the time when you think of something like a bronzer, which this kind of is, but it's also, of course, a contour, like the name says, you don't really think of it as a slim stick like this, but that's kind of why I liked it. It's, I got Travertine, which I'm pretty sure is the lightest shade. It has a grayishness to it, which makes it really good for contour, exactly as the product is described. Victoria Beckham is, of course, very expensive, but I love her. I'm not sure I would buy this again because I'm not a huge bronzer contour girly, but I was really happy to try it. I was really happy to use it up. And now that we're into summer, I have other kind of bronzer products that I can use instead. But if you do bronze, if you do contour, and you like a lighter hand, something a little bit more precision focused, this slim kind of tube option is a really good way to go. Speaking of, however, the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. Good to the last drop. I am far from the first person to talk about this. This is a balm-based bronzer contour sort of thing. For me, it was very much more bronzer because it was warm, more, I don't want to say orange because that's not what it was, but perhaps more yellowy based than gray. I did not use it as a contour. I used it as a bronzer or something to warm my skin. It was a fantastic product. I can actually very much see myself buying it again. I don't use bronzers up very often. It's been years since my last one, so the fact that I have used this one up to the last drop is pretty extraordinary, and I really, really liked the experience. It's a fantastic product. It's probably the standout product from the line. There's not a lot of other products that I use from them, mostly just in swatching, that I would recommend, but I love this, and almost all of my other makeup friends also love this. So Yeah, it describes itself as an all-over warming complexion tint. That's exactly what it is. It kind of blurs, it warms, um, it brightens. If you have pigmentation issues like I have, I definitely have patches of melasma and patches of areas that are darker in tone than the rest of my face. This is fantastic for blending it out. It's a beautiful summer product. I can't believe I actually used it up before high summer really hit, but I did. I will probably purchase this in the future. I'm just sitting on my hands because I'm poor. 2 lip products to share with you. One is the Lisa Eldridge Balm in Red Curve. Use it up all the way to the last drop. Beautiful product. It is a bright orangey sort of red, my preferred kind of red. God, just really, really pretty. It's a sheer color. You can build it up with multiple applications. It's orange red, as I said, but it's not matte in the slightest. It has a juiciness to it, which is really, really lovely, but it wasn't at all sticky. I really, really liked this product. I could absolutely see myself buying it in the future if I didn't own so many lip products already. I have another one of these in the shade Un Peu Nuit that I'm trying to use up next, but can absolutely recommend. If you don't like a heavier lipstick, like her Velvet Matte formulas, for instance, but you like something that's glossier and balmier, this is a fantastic option. Weirdly, sitting right in the middle, is the Violette Bisou Balm, described as a sheer matte lipstick. That's exactly what this sucker is. I don't know how Violette does it. This is in the shade Batiste, and as you can see, it's completely gone. The last time I used a product this quick was the Victoria Beckham lip gloss in Poolside, which I got through in record time. The fact that I used up a stick lip product as quickly as I did is insane to me. And that's because it is exactly what it describes. It is a sheer matte. It doesn't have any glowiness. It doesn't have any tackiness. It doesn't have any juiciness. But it delivers a velvety sort of texture on the lips that still maintains a sheerness. Even though Violette is herself, famously French, she was very clearly inspired by Japanese and Korean skincare and makeup products in this, which can produce that kind of subtly luscious, velvety looking, but moisturized feeling sort of lip product. This was fantastic. I loved it. I have 2 more shades of this that I will absolutely be using up, but once again, the fact that I got through this as quickly as I did is incredible to me. I have a lot of lip products. I have a lot of lipstick. I get through my lipstick in pretty decent time, and I still used this quickly, not because the product didn't last, but because I wore it so often. That's how much I enjoyed it. And finally, 2 perfumes. One is The Other Room by BB. This was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is a fantastic brand. The other similarly sized mini of them that I've used up, I think, is called Ghost of Tom. Both of them I got in advent calendars at Christmas time. I love it. I love it. It's beautiful. It's androgynous, slightly masculine leaning, but still with a citrusy freshness that I really, really enjoy. I love this brand. I will absolutely be buying from them in the future, or buying advent calendars that let me test more of the scents like this, because I've been so impressed. Their staying power is also excellent. So even though I've been using the smaller deluxe travel size, it's been well worth it. Highly recommended. Beautiful scents. And then Portofino 97 by Victoria Beckham Beauty. This is lush. This is gourmand. This is beautiful. It's also ferociously expensive. And as much as I love the brand. And as much as I genuinely loved this scent, I got outrageous compliments every time I wore it. I think the bottle is charming as all hell. I mean, look at that. It's so chic. I have so many other perfumes that I can't justify repurchasing something like this, but I was delighted to buy it. I was delighted to wear it. I was delighted to use it up. Perhaps this is something that I could purchase in the future. I can't justify it when I have so many other perfumes at the moment, but if you are looking for a fragrance that packs a punch and demands that people sit up and notice when you enter the room, Victoria Beckham's brand is fantastic. I don't love all of her scents equally, but that's because my tastes are not for all kind of scents. Some of them lean a little bit too sweet. But again, perfume is subjective. You could find the thing that you love at a corner store that just makes you smell like a goddess and makes everyone who walks down the street fall in love with you. And I love that for you. But Portofino 97, a lot of the things that I love in it, nothing that I hate in it. Gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. I was delighted to use. And that takes us through the first half of the year. I am sure that come December, I will have more SPF, I will have more skincare. Hopefully I will have more makeup products because my God, I feel like I had a lot to show for the first 6 months of this year. Makeup is harder to get through than other products, but especially when you own as much as I do. But I always really enjoy doing these. I like seeing what I use. I like holding myself accountable, and I'm nosy as hell. So please do let me know what you've used up and loved in the first half of the year, and I will see you guys again soon.